Welcome to another episode of Motherhood, Makeup, and Mindset. My name is Destiny, and I am your host. And today I have the pleasure of introducing a woman who is not only super sweet, she is a mother, a wife, an entrepreneur, the owner of Biddle Beauty, who inspires other moms to regain their confidence and self-care habits after motherhood. Y'all, I am super, super excited to introduce Sarah St. Jour. Did I do it right? I got it? I got it? Okay. To the room today. Hey, girl. Yeah. How are you? What do you want to share with us? What's going on in your world?
Going on in my world. I'm currently almost 6 months pregnant with our third baby.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
first son is our angel baby, but this is
Yeah.
our third baby boy.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm currently trying to navigate getting my mind wrapped around having two kids. I'm
Yeah.
nervous about it, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm glad I still have like the tools and the skills that I learned from having my
The first one.
daughter Ava, um
Yeah.
realizing and seeing how self-care can fall to the wayside pretty quickly,
Oh, yes. Yes, it
especially
can.
with a newborn, a young needy child, a
Mm-hmm.
home, a husband.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
So, I'm in the thick of mentally
In and
dealing
out.
with it and processing with the baby and just
Yeah.
dealing with daily life, trying to keep up with self care and things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature. But
Yeah.
I I keep in mind that my whole idea with little things is to do little big things. That way,
Mm.
I won't feel overwhelmed or feel like, oh, I didn't do this big self care thing, so now
Yeah.
I didn't do anything for myself. It's all about the little things. The little things count and make a
Yes.
big difference.
I love
So
that.
that's my whole idea around Biddle Beauty,
I
and
love that.
and so even like the smallest thing, like I'm into skincare. Getting to just
Mm-hmm.
wash my face, take care of my skin, and do things of that nature. Get my hair done, which I actually
Mm-hmm.
finally.
And it looks cute too.
I needed a trim so bad. It was
It was, yeah.
because I tried to do it the last time by myself, and I did a chop job, so they really had to.
Been there. I've been there. So before we get into like the thick of what our topic is about today, I typically ask like an icebreaker question just to kind of make everybody feel a little bit more comfortable. And I would like for you to share three things. So it's going to be two truths and a lie. Now, you're going to have to determine which one is the lie. Like you're going to have to pick the lie within yourself, but I have to figure out which one is the lie. I don't know why I can't talk today, but we're going to play two truths and a lie. You give me three statements. I got to figure out which one is the lie, is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Two truths and a lie.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a very nervous person. um,
Thanks
um,
for the easy one.
I really like to laugh a lot.
Yeah.
um, and let me think. I can be very aggressive.
Oh. I I think the lie is I can't see you being aggressive.
You got it. That is the lie.
I I feel like your aggression might only come out if you're like taken there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. That was simple. I've had some people where I was like, it was still fun though, but it's like I don't know. But that's what makes it fun when you don't know what the statements are going to be.
Yeah.
So our topic today is regaining confidence after motherhood, which is
Mhm.
all in your wheelhouse already. So I thought you would be the perfect person to have this conversation with. So my first question is, how would you define confidence, and what does that look like right now for you?
I would define confidence as feeling secure in yourself, um, feeling secure in yourself, feeling comfortable with yourself.
Mm,
Um, yeah, feeling comfortable and secure within yourself to the point where you're not worrying about the outside
yeah, I like
and
that.
what others have to say.
Hmm. That's good.
I
So
would.
you're in a interesting season right now, like you said in the beginning.
Mhm.
You not only already have a kid, you're
Yeah.
pregnant. And
Yes.
I feel like this is a very critical
Ooh,
part.
girl. Oh, it is. I'm struggling right.
So in this season, because a lot of us go through this, and this is kind of the part of our lives where we lose our confidence. What does
Mhm.
it look like for you right now? You said you got your hair done, you feeling cute again. Like, what are you doing for yourself to kind of build up that confidence in a
Or
very,
mitigate the negative thoughts.
yes, it's a very, you can go south real fast
Yeah.
right now.
For an example, we went to Target like 2 days ago, and I went to try on some things, and I looked in the full
Mm.
length mirror, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And my husband came, and I was like, "Babe, you didn't tell me I look this big." And he was like, "Babe, you're pregnant. It's okay. You're beautiful." And he just
Aw.
kept reassuring me, which was I love my husband for that.
That's so
But I was
sweet.
like, "Ooh."
It's so funny how when we are pregnant, like we think those things about ourselves, and then everybody else is like, well, what did you expect? Of course.
Like the ladies on the gram, they're so slim, and then they just got this bump, and I'm like, I can't. I be what?
They're still going through it too. If we're being real, they're
Mhm.
still going through it too. Because I don't, I think JR was the biggest I was, but I feel like I've been told a million times I was mostly belly still,
Mhm.
but it felt like I was carrying around about 30 pounds worth of belly. So I was still struggling. It was still a
Like I ate
lot.
two people right now. I'm
Yeah. It's a struggle regardless. Like your whole life, your body, your insides, outside, everything is changing to the point where you will literally never be the same. That's a
yeah.
whole different level of accepting confidence and accepting how you are when you realize I'm not only going to feel the same, I'm not going to look
Mhm.
the same.
Exactly.
It's
It's
a wild thing to process.
it's a very wild thing process, which is why I've been trying to do my Biddle act, the
Hmm.
Biddle acts. Like I got my hair done. I recently purchased this. Oh, I love this new enzyme cleanser off Amazon. It
Ooh.
has really got my skin looking so good. My
Yes.
husband was like, "Babe, you're glowing." And you know, people used to say, "Oh, you're glowing when you're pregnant." No, this is a different glow. This is that glass skin type of glow.
Okay, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Yeah, things like that, or getting some clothes that actually fit the bump. That
Mm-hmm.
helps with, feeling a little more confident. Because when you're
Yeah.
trying to squeeze into old clothes, it makes you feel like, ugh. But if
Yes.
you're wearing something that actually fits, then you feel more,
Hmm.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. So, what challenges did you face when you were trying to rebuild your confidence after the first baby?
Girl, I completely lost my sense of style, to be honest.
Mm,
It was like I didn't know what I liked anymore. It was
yeah.
like I had amnesia. I was like, what, what do I like? What looks good on me? I don't know. It's crazy how that happens. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's something hormonal that it just clicks and makes
Hmm.
you forget, but I completely forgot. To where
Yeah.
I went down this rabbit hole of it became big too, color analysis. Because
Mm.
I was like, okay, well, if I know what colors look nicer on me, then that's going to
Mm.
help also with boosting my confidence. So
That's
then,
good.
yeah, so then I went down that rabbit hole and I actually went and got a color analysis and actually found out the colors I was wearing was all wrong.
So wait, let's pause for a second. What exactly is a color analysis and how do we get one?
Well, the company I went through is House of Color. They have representatives in every state. So
Okay.
just even if you look on Instagram, you could put in House of Color, whatever
Mm,
um, state you're in, and
mm,
more than likely it'll come up with one of their consultants. And basically, they just put like the four seasons warm. What? Yeah, there are four seasons: summer,
mhm.
winter. Like the seasons. Oh Lord.
We've all been here, okay?
Summer, fall, and winter.
Yes.
Summer and winter being the two cool, and spring and autumn being the two warm. But they have
Mm,
variations, like spring is like bright, and autumn is muted. Winter is
mm,
brighter, and summer is more muted tones, but cool,
mm.
but muted. And I found that I always thought I was warm, so I would wear
Yeah.
warm colors. But when I saw her switching from cool to warm, you can actually see how it affects your under eyes will look darker. It's
Mm.
crazy. It's
I'm so
crazy.
intrigued right now.
Yeah, I was like, what the? My husband was with me. He was like, oh my God, you look sick. Take the color. The color.
Not him going from being super encouraging to telling you that you look sick.
He was like, oh, I can't watch this because every time she flips to those warm colors, you look sick and it just doesn't look right. I was like, wow, this whole time I've been wearing warm colors.
That is so interesting. So it basically tells you what colors work for your skin tone and your undertone and all that stuff. That
Exactly.
that's
So
really cool.
the whole time I thought I was a warm undertone, but the whole time I'm cool. I'm a
So we
cool undertone.
literally could just be wearing the wrong colors.
Yeah. And just switching that up will boost your confidence. People will be like, "Oh, you look good today." Like every
Mhm.
time I know I have my like this is one of my colors, but it's
Mhm.
not. My colors are more a little more deeper, but this is still in the family.
Yeah.
Um, but whenever I have those colors on, people, are, oh, you look so nice today. It's the color. It's
Mm.
helping. It's like a natural filter.
There we have it, a Biddle Beauty exclusive. We need to go get our colors checked. I didn't I did not know that that was a thing. Like
Yeah. It
that's
I mean,
really
I
cool.
was like, because I was like, I don't know what the hell looks good on me anymore. So then I did that, and yeah, and then also I'm down this other rabbit hole of body body geometry they call it. It's
Oh, I've
basically
heard of that.
based off of how
You're like body type?
yeah, your body type. And it's not to say
Mhm.
that, oh, your body type is bad in any way.
Mhm.
It's just to you working with what you have. That's it. And there's certain like necklines that will suit you better than other necklines.
Mm.
Certain pants, like a certain wide leg, won't look good on you, but maybe if you have it tapered at the bottom, it looks better. It looks nicer. It just makes you look. It suits
Yeah.
your body type.
That
So
is That's so
Yeah.
cool. I'm about to do that too.
Listen, I'm gonna send you all the links. Let me know.
Yes, I want them all.
I'll send you all the links.
Because
And
I mean, finding something to wear is always a debacle. Like,
yes.
mom or not, like it's a
Mhm.
woman thing to never
Yeah,
know what to wear. This don't fit. It fits last week, but now it doesn't fit this week, and
exactly.
don't know what colors to wear. And it just gets more complicated after motherhood. So that is really, really, really cool. And then
Yeah, that's
our
another
body
reason.
types is something to learn too, because what we wear, it might just be that, like you said, the type of jean was wrong, but it doesn't mean that you can never wear jeans ever again. So we're
Exactly.
kind of just like setting ourselves up to feel down when we just
Mhm.
need the techniques and the tips
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
get better. I don't know.
No, that's exactly it. Some people feel like these things limit them. Like some people feel like, oh, the color seasons is limiting me. I can't wear certain colors, but you have
Mhm,
millions of colors to wear within that
mhm,
color spectrum. It's just like my color things to follow is cool, bright,
mhm,
and icy. So if a color looks cool, bright, and icy, it's good for me. How many colors are cool, bright, and icy? There's millions of colors that are cool, bright, and
mhm.
icy. So it's like
That's
you're not limited at all with the colors you could wear ever.
So are we gonna see some like styling tips from Biddle Beauty in the future? Because
Just to believe.
just gonna sprinkle that out there, just a little bit.
And not
That's so
only
cool.
does that knowing that help, but being a mom, we're busy. We don't have
Yeah.
time to be doing all of this craziness. So if you narrow down the colors that look good on you, the silhouettes that fit you,
Hmm.
it's bam bam, get dressed, let's go.
Yes.
It's
And then
less
you always feel like you look good
exactly, and you feel
outside of
more
leggings and hoodies.
confident. Exactly.
They're comfortable, but we got to start branching out a little bit.
Exactly. We
Just
gotta
a little.
let it out. Let it go.
Yes, or at least let the hoodie be the right color. Apparently,
Exactly. Get the hoodie in the right color.
start small, right?
Start little steps, little biddle steps.
And I love that you combine those two words. Like that is, it's so catchy. And it makes sense though. The
Yeah.
little big steps. It's like,
Mhm.
of course, because it's gonna be a big impact. I think they kind of touch on that in the book Atomic Habits too. Like a little 1% difference
Mhm.
every day is going to make the bigger impact. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I
what
started reading that book, but I never finished. I need to finish it.
that is good, but I just finished reading it for the second time. I feel like it's one of those books where every time you're about to like start a new routine or you're struggling a little bit, it will like give you that extra push and the motivation to be like, okay, I don't have to try to make this drastic change within the next 24 hours. But what I
Yeah.
can do is
It's a
take
little.
the little steps and eventually it's going to turn into a bigger impact. So yeah, I think you should finish because you kind of got the same message.
I'm gonna finish it now that you said that.
What gave you the motivation to begin to encourage other moms in this journey?
What gave me the motivation? Just remembering how I felt, remembering
Yeah.
how lost I felt, and just I really felt lost. And I
Hmm.
was like, I know other moms are going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just a natural person. I like to share and I like to help people. So
Hmm.
I thought to myself, well, if I know this, then I could just, and then
Yeah.
that's what I'm just more naturally inclined to want to help people. And
Yeah.
remembering how I felt, I don't want other mothers to stay stuck in
Hmm.
that. I wanted to help them move forward and move past it.
Yeah. That's
Hmm.
really important because I think that we have a lot of these situations that we go through, but we feel like we're in it alone.
Hmm.
And I don't think there's many situations that we actually are doing alone.
Yeah,
A lot of
it's
motherhood
true.
is the root of the issue is the same.
Mhm.
So when we are like coming together and helping each other, then it helps. And that doesn't
Exactly.
mean that you nor I have figured it out 100%, but
Absolutely not.
we figured out something, at least that 1%, to be able to tell somebody else.
I'll be the first to say I have not figured it all out, but it's a
Mm-mm.
process.
It is. And I think that that process, sharing the process, is just as important as those people who are claiming to know everything, the
Mhm.
experts, or whatever we're calling them these days.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're honestly still trying to figure it out too. So
Mhm.
I think sharing the information is helpful. Motherhood is hard
It's
by
very hard.
itself. It's really hard.
I'm not telling a lie.
There's no manual. There's nobody. I mean, there are like pieces of advice that people give us,
Yeah.
some wanted, some not. But
Exactly. A lot of them unwanted ones.
especially when you're pregnant.
Oh,
Especially, can we just pause for a second and let me just give a little bit of advice? If you are around a pregnant woman, leave the comments to yourself.
yes. Yes. Please do. Please do.
If you're not telling her that she looks amazing, shut up.
Don't.
Just shut up.
She's already going through it in her mind. She's
Yes, don't tell
already.
her, oh, you about to like she could very well not be. Stop.
She could be 3 months, and you just said that. So now, how does she feel? Just look. You look beautiful. That's
That's
it.
it. You got this.
Mhm.
Something. If it's not encouraging, don't say anything at all. Public service announcement. And if
Please.
you're not sure, if you're not sure if she is, don't say anything because she could
Mhm.
very well not. And then you didn't open a whole nother can of worms. Just stop. How about we just stop giving advice and comments in general? Can we?
Let them ask for it. Let them ask for it.
Yes. Or just be encouraging. If you really feel the need to say something, let it be encouraging or pray first. I can guarantee you, most of the time, God's gonna tell you to be quiet.
Exactly.
Be encouraging
Don't say that. That's what guys are.
because it really is hard, and you don't know what it took her to get out of the house that day. You don't know what it took, what she's already dealing with, and you don't know what where her mind is either. Because it could be something that you don't feel is that serious. But if she's already in a state of despair or she's going through something and that one little comment that you made that you thought was kiki and it was funny, it could very well send her on a path that she doesn't necessarily need to be,
Absolutely.
especially while she's pregnant. So let's just stop. Okay. That was not in my notes, but stop. We're just going to say stop.
You hit the nail right on the head.
It's hard enough. It is hard enough. Okay. So back to the notes. What are what are some practical steps or habits that moms can start today to begin boosting their confidence? We actually gave us a couple, but do you have any more?
Let's see. What else? Oh, I'm big on affirmations.
Hmm.
Affirmations, affirmations, because it helps to rewire your brain and it helps you
Yeah.
to think more positively. It'll help you think more positively about yourself, about your outlook, and about your outcomes. So I
Hmm.
would definitely say incorporate some positive affirmations.
Yeah.
And if you check my page, I have a
Hmm.
lot of affirmations up. And not only that, I have a list of everything you should steps to take
Yeah.
while affirming your affirmations.
That's good.
Hmm.
That's good because where your mind is basically going to be how you
It's
act, what your
really a
actions are
mental
going to be.
thing, to be
It's
honest. It's
literally a
mental.
mental thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you think that if we are struggling in the self confidence or self esteem aspect while we are pregnant, that it affects our kids too? How do you think
Oh,
there's a
girl,
correlation?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it affects our kids because they can see. I can see when my daughter sees, like, if I sad for any reason. I
Yeah.
can see it on her face that she sees something's
Mhm.
wrong. So
Yeah.
they definitely can tell.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I often wonder too, if it affects when we are pregnant, the baby. Because I know that like if you are, well, I've heard like if you're super stressed or anxious or whatever while you're pregnant, that can very much affect the baby too. And then sometimes that baby is like always crying, or there's always a connection between how mom is feeling and how the baby
Funny you
is
say that
feeling too.
because I feel like she does have some anxious nature about her.
Mhm.
I think it's my
Mhm.
fault. Because when I was pregnant with her, I'm not, like I told you, I'm a very nervous
Yeah.
person. But on top of that, we were nervous because we had lost our
Yeah.
first son. So
Yeah.
the whole, it was a very anxious pregnancy because we were
Mhm.
just worried, is everything okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it does definitely affect them. So we need to be mindful of that. Absolutely.
Mhm. That's good. 'Cause I don't think a lot of us realize that. I think we're just kind of like so busy focusing on trying to like survive every day and just get through the pregnancy or get through, especially when you are pregnant and you have other kids. It's
Yes.
you're focusing on just trying to get through every day, but how we're feeling also affects the baby. So if we are trying to, focus on I can do this and everything's going to be okay, like you were saying with the affirmations and believing that God is going to work everything out and reading your word and staying true to who you are and who
Exactly.
you're supposed to be, like that is going to basically shape the child that you're carrying, because parenthood
Mhm.
doesn't only begin when the baby gets here, and
Nope.
it
It
kind of
starts
starts in the womb.
now. It starts now.
Yeah. And that's the we don't really think about it like that. So yeah, that's a really interesting part of parenthood. Like it starts before that first cry. So
Yeah.
we got to be more mindful of that. Um, yeah. How has your newfound confidence impacted your role as a mother, a wife, and an entrepreneur?
It definitely helps me as a wife and a mother, period. Because
Well,
if you're lacking confidence, then you're not going to have the confidence to push through and do certain things for your business. If you're
yeah,
lacking confidence, you can't be there for your husband or your child.
yeah,
It all snowballs into all areas of your life when you
hmm,
lack confidence. It affects every area of your life. So,
literally.
it has definitely helped me be more present with my
Hmm.
husband. It helped me be more present with my daughter,
Hmm.
realizing that my confidence will affect her confidence in the
Yeah.
long run as she grows older. So I'm very mindful of that because I want her to be the most confident thing on on these
Hmm.
streets.
For sure.
So that also helps me keep myself in check because I'm like,
Yeah.
she's looking at mommy, and if she
Hmm.
sees what mommy is doing, and if it's not the right thing, she's gonna fall into those patterns. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing that too with my two girls. Not as much with JR, maybe probably because he's a boy, but I'm sure he's watching me too. But
Yeah.
as the girls have gotten older, I've definitely noticed how intensely they watch. So
Mhm.
it gives me even more motivation to like get my life together. Because the path that I am modeling is going to be the path that they walk in. Now there may be differences here and there, but if mommy is showing up and I'm not confident and I'm not doing what I really want to do, or if I'm just like sulking all the time or sad all the time or whatever, then they're gonna be like, okay, well, I guess this is life.
Yeah, that's
we
what
just,
you're supposed to do.
yeah, we just gonna be here, surviving. Like, I mean, we all are, but
Yeah,
they
but it's
need
how
to
you
see.
survive.
It's how you survive, and they need to see the confidence in that, not like that we can't ever have those moments where we are down or we
Yeah.
are feeling away. But even with that, I try to communicate that with them. Like mine, I believe, are older than yours. So I have to, tell them sometimes, you know what? Mommy's kind of going through it. And then depending on what it is, might even explain it. Mommy has been doing this, 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 and this, and I'm tired. Like, give me some grace because all 50 of these things are happening right now and I just need a second. But
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the time, I'm probably going to show them that we're good.
Yeah.
They don't really want to see us down and out all the time.
No.
That's a lot. That's a
You're the
lot
one that's
because then
supposed to be there.
exactly, they're a safe space as they call it. Like we are their safe space. We are their first example. And I mean, even the Bible says that everything starts at home. So if we're not, especially for you and I, if we're telling other women to be confident, but yet our daughters see us struggling all the time, then
Exactly.
that's not gonna work.
Absolutely not gonna work.
No, right. So I always like to end the episode giving some advice to the moms who are listening. So what is one piece of advice that you would give to the mom who is listening right now and she feels like she's no longer beautiful? She hates how she looks. She's feeling down and kind of stuck in a rut, but she doesn't even know how to get out of it.
I would tell that mom to make one tiny little change just for the day.
Mhm.
Just one little change.
Yeah.
One. Just one little thing that you haven't been doing. Very
Hmm.
small. Doesn't have to be big at all. Just make that one little change and just see how that feels. And
Mm.
then if you're realizing that it feels good, just keep doing that one little change. And then as you continue on, you add another little one on.
Hmm.
Keep going and going and going. And then you, before you know it, you're like, oh, I feel a little better.
Yeah. I love that. That's good because anything else might be overwhelming.
Yeah.
That
And
one
the
small
thought
thing.
process of, all those feelings are
Yeah.
overwhelming already. So
Very, very overwhelming.
it could really weigh you down.
It can. So yeah, one small change.
One
Probably
small
the
thing,
easiest thing that you can think of.
the easiest thing you can think
Hmm.
of in the easiest way possible that you could do it.
Yeah,
And just stick to that one tiny thing
that's good.
and see.
I love that. So I am fully confident that you sharing these tips and your experience and everything with us has helped at least one mom. I believe it's going to be more, but at
I
least
hope it
one
did.
mom, yes, can feel like she has regained her self confidence. Sarah, where can they find you on Instagram, wherever you want them following you?
You can find me at Biddle.Beauty on Instagram, on Facebook, Biddle Beauty, um,
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, Biddle Beauty, and also on Pinterest, Biddle Beauty.
Yes, and that is Biddle Beauty, guys. In case you did not get it, Biddle
Yay.
Beauty is
The only different one is
Bittle, right?
Hmm?
Right. It's Bittle.
Yep.
Okay. But as always, if you were driving or whatever when you're listening, these um they will all be in the show notes. So that they have no excuse. I want you guys to go follow her, engage with the content.
Yes, engage. I think I'm pretty quick with responding to any comments or anything
Yeah.
like that. I try to make sure that I respond to any and every comment that I see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let her know when she is posting what is inspiring you, what gave you that extra boost that you needed that day, whatever it is, definitely engage, go follow her. Um, and while you're doing that, I want you to make sure that you are subscribed and you're following and reviewing the podcast as well. So when you do that, other moms are able to find these episodes, and we want every mom who needs these stories, this encouragement, to be able to have access to it. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this episode with a friend. Um, this podcast grows and helps moms like you to be inspired too. Thank you all for tuning in to the season 2 of Motherhood Makeup and Mindset, where we release a new episode every Wednesday for your midweek pick me up. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Motherhood, Makeup, and Mindset podcast. Remember to keep chasing your dreams and become the woman God created you to be. See you later.